Dane Cook, pay-per-view, 20 minutes. Let's go. What up, y'all? It's me, yet again, Adam Pecora here. Thanks for tuning in to Requiem for a Tuesday. We on big episode 83 here. You know the drill. I'm going to plug it up real quick. RFAT.bigcartel.com. We got merch. We got totes, stickers, pens. What else is on there? Pins. And some Microwave Minutes coasters. Shout out to Justice. Microwave Minutes Season 2. Episode 1 just premiered. You can find all that linked in the description. There should be an I Feel Like Tuesday link tree. If not, there's the RFAT link tree. Pick any of the link trees in the description. You can get to whatever you got to get to that I'm about to name. Check out Multiplex. We got an album that came out earlier this year called Google. Super proud of it. It's excellent, frankly. So boost that shit up, share it around, do your thing. And, rate, review, subscribe to this show. Hook me up, daddy. Plug your mans. Really, basic information there. Share it up. Give a shout out to your boy. Yeah. We got YouTube. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, anything you can think of, you name it. Again, everything's linked below. I got some music. My Instagram's all linked, adam.rfat. No biggie. Yeah. So check all that stuff out. Lots of stuff, including this. And not including this, frankly. Still a decent amount of stuff. So keep that RFAT family fat. I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say there. I was going to say flying. We ain't going nowhere. So yeah, thanks for doing that. Lot to get into today. We're doing a mini-sode today. Gonna pack a bunch in here. Well, I don't know about a bunch. Let's not overpromise here, Adam. In a bit of a time crunch right now. Fell asleep last night trying to watch Succession after Sunday Night Football. Real bummed about that. Saw some stills. Gave away some moments. Really salty. That's my fault. You got to avoid all that stuff if you're not going to watch the episode the night it comes out. Shame on me. Apparently, it's an absolute banger. Salty at the same time. Season finale already? 9 episodes? What are you guys doing 9 episodes? Give me 10 episodes. It also really bothers me when shows are pretty consistent with their season numbers and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we're going to switch it up. It's like, no. It doesn't work that way for me. I just don't like that. Like, if you're going to go 6 seasons, let's say, Better Call Saul, of 10 episode seasons, and then you're just going to be like, no, we're going to change it. Why are you changing it? It's not nice. So also, especially when you're going down numbers, what are we doing? Going from 10 to 9? You going to do a 4 episode season? Like, go fuck yourselves. Give me 10. I want more Succession. And very excited to watch that episode. But, come on. These Brits. See? That's what I'm saying. You can't trust these Brits. They're ruining all my goddamn shows. I'm going to see Louis C.K. tonight as well. I don't want to hear anything about it negatively. If you got positive things to say, bring them on. But other than that, no thank you. A lot going on. Very excited for that. Haven't seen him in years, obviously. Didn't want to go to Rockford last time he was here. The last special was fantastic. I think I did an episode way back. It was like right when the special came out. One of my earlier episodes. So go check that out if you want to hear any Louis C.K. takes. Just saying. I got to go tonight. And then I got big money on the Patriots game. I'm going to miss it. So that's going to be exhausting to have to go through. I got them in a parlay with a couple other games that are obviously already successful. That'll win me big if the Patriots just win. It's a moneyline parlay. I did like an underdog moneyline parlay. No big deal, Finally got one to connect. Hopefully. I also have them, +3, and I have the over. The over's like 42 or something. It was very low, if I remember correctly. Which I guess I could see. I can't see if the Bills win. I don't see the under happening. But if the Pats win, I could see the under happening. Maybe they shut them down, whatever. I don't know. But then I have a fail-safe bet that's going to connect if the Bills win, which will allow me to break even. But if either of the other two hit, or both, your boy's going to be sitting pretty winning big. So let's go Pats. Also, that preseason division pick is going to look great if they can get a win tonight. I'm going to be in pretty good shape to win that one. Still really hoping for the Washington football team. Hey, beat Dallas twice. You're right back in it. I'll get that one. We keep that alive. Chargers, Chiefs, that's still alive. The end of the season's shaping up to be very exciting for the bets that I have laid down. Cleveland, what the fuck? That's all I got to say. The Ravens keep losing? No, they haven't kept losing. But, bad loss for the Ravens. Let's reel it all in, boys. That's what I want to see. God, I'm so excited for the playoffs, but I also don't want the season to be over. A yearly terrible conundrum. I get really sad on Sundays because I'm like, well, Sunday's already over. As soon as it gets close to noon, I'm like, well, Sunday's over. I'm going to sit here for 10 hours. It's going to be brutal. It's very exhausting watching football, for those who don't know. It takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot to be a fan. You got to really commit. Get sleepy on the couch. You have to balance your liquids with your foods, with your beers, with your liquors. Like, you have to really. There's a lot of calculation going on, and I have yet to crack the code of like the perfect ratio of everything to make me not sleepy, full, bloated, or any combination of such throughout the day. We're still working on it, still teetering it. A couple years in the making of really trying to track it down. I'll get back to you with the results if they ever come up. But it's that time of year. It's getting cold. Things are about to get real exciting. Not that they haven't been. It's been a wild year in football. Even college. Go blue, weirdly. Can't believe I'm saying it. But, when, Jim Harbaugh's there, you got to root for Jim Harbaugh. Former Bears quarterback. Amongst just being a fun guy. I loved those 49ers teams when he was the coach. I don't understand. I still don't understand why they got rid of him. Now, I'm sure you can give me some answer as to specifically why they got rid of him. That's not what I'm saying. Still doesn't mean it was the right decision. This Kyle Shanahan bullshit. The league finally came around, or not even the league. Various outlets finally came around and be like, is this guy that good? He's not that good. I was trying to say that, then that all really became hard to claim once every single football reporting media outlet in America decided to hop on that train. I've been saying that. Fuck Kyle Shanahan. This dude's still wearing snapbacks. You're like 40 years old, dude. Get a better hat. Doesn't look good. You're not youthful. God damn it. And then some more fucking heartbreak today, which is, just pile it all on. Why not? Talk about seasonal depression. I talked about this before with the issues with the Licorice Pizza screenings. Limited release, New York and LA. Go fuck yourselves. Now, the Music Box Theater, a treasured and absolutely wonderful place in the Lakeview neighborhood of Chicago. Probably my favorite place to be, period, of any place. They're fantastic. They do a lot of great screenings there. You can catch The Room at midnight frequently. A lot of 70 mil stuff. Gotta love that. Just an all-around fantastic place. They're like, we're going to have it, 70 mil, no biggie, it's coming, Christmas Eve. Okay, they're not releasing fucking tickets still, I keep checking. Nothing on the 24th available. And then they keep dropping. Oh, they're like, we're going to do one this Saturday, get them now. Gone, 10 seconds. You see it an hour later, it's too late. Today, Excuse me for not checking my fucking phone all day while I'm working. Sorry that I'm actually working. I'm like all these other motherfuckers out here. I sound like my dad, which is terrible. But, different circumstances, Adam. We'll let it go. They're like, oh, get one now, drop. I see it 3 hours later, they're gone. Who's dropping tickets at 10 in the morning? No announcement either? You're just like, oh, fresh drop? Give me a couple hours notice or something. So, but now it's a pattern, see? So they did one on the 4th, they did one on the 11th. Now I got to watch out. If they're going to drop an 18th one, which would make sense, it's a week before it's going to drop for real. I'm going to be ready for it. I'm going to pay attention. God damn it. I want to see this fucking movie. Go back and listen to the Quentin versus PTA episode I did. I was talking about this next movie then, how excited I was for it. Obviously I've been excited since it was announced, but still. God damn it. Just leaving me out to dry. It's like the only film I have anticipated since Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. To this degree. It's bullshit. Let me get some fucking tickets. Very excited for that movie. I'm going to keep bringing it up. And then when I see it, oh boy. It's going to be spoiler city on this show. I can tell you that right now. Not a chance I'm keeping my mouth shut after I finally get to see it. Which, by the way, nothing but good things are coming out. Big shocker, I guess. It's PTA, the best to ever do it. But still. Very salty. Now I got to definitely wait at least another week to go see it. So we'll see. Hopefully that can work out. I'll try to update y'all. I know how much you guys all individually care about that issue. So I appreciate the support. And we'll get through it together. That's what this is all about. This is a fat community. An RFAT community. But, it all comes from somewhere. You know what? Actually, I'm going to backtrack here for a second. Because we're talking about tickets. I mentioned I'm going to see Louis tonight. What the fuck is up with these promotions? Trying to be like, you have your tickets, but they're only accessible via our app. I'm talking to you, Axis. Now, I'm sure there's a way. I didn't even really try to look. I'm sure there's a way that on the site I could find them and get to them. But if there's not, that's a giant issue. Regardless, it's very difficult to not have to download this app to get your tickets. I don't want this app. What makes you think? I know that there's all these old heads out there that are fucking stupid with 3,000 apps on their phone. They don't even know when they're from or how they got there or where they are or anything like that. They also don't know how to search. The fact that people don't have their apps organized into folders, have 10 pages of apps with no organization of any kind, and have no idea how to search like within their own phone for things, you should have your hands cut off and not be allowed to use them anymore, because what the fuck are you doing? The amount of times I've had to deal with that in a personal or professional setting is too many. Because if it's 4, it's too many for an entire lifetime. And it's well beyond that. It's absolutely excruciating. So I digress. You're trying to tell me that I have no option but to download your fucking stupid app that I don't want and will never use is my only option? I mean, it's just absurd, and you're asking way too much. I gotta download this, I gotta sign in, I gotta make an account, I gotta blah, blah, blah. It's all these steps. Just give me a PDF in the email. They send me an email, your order's confirmed, then they send another email, here are your tickets, but in that here are your tickets, what would be that anyway, is just a long description of how to get an app. And it's just like, y'all could have just given me my shit. You know? And it's like, ooh, the Axis app. I definitely need this. How many fucking things do you buy with Axis tickets? Didn't even know it was a thing. Maybe it's a very large company and that could be fine and good for you. But not in my world, okay? Shitty Ticketmasters, what I know of. Live Nation, whatever. Access tickets. At least they'll send you a fucking PDF. You're asking way too much, pal. I don't want it. And that's the thing. I'm going to get in and I'm going to delete the app the second they scan my fucking phone. I have no interest in keeping it. I'm going to browse that. A site called Google, can help me find stuff pretty easily. If I really need to do it. I'm not going to look through this shit. I'm not an app guy also. I feel like a lot of people are pretty free with the apps they'll get. I'll get any app for any service that I could use. I don't want that. You know what I mean? When I'm on Expedia, I'm on Safari. I don't need no Expedia app. I don't know who this part is for. I don't think anybody really relates to that, but I don't know what it is. I'm very selective. Just got the eBay app maybe a month ago. I use it pretty frequently. Like eBay, the service, the site. And I was like, fuck it. Let me just get the app. I feel like they started to downgrade the mobile site. So a lot of functions would be some of them are completely inaccessible. A lot of them are hidden. A lot of them will just not work. For a long period of time, the tracking just stopped working on the mobile site. In my experiences, anyway. So if you got ploys, eBay, I see ya. But either way, I don't know. I don't need an app for everything that is a website. Normally. You're not going to use Instagram.com. It's an app first. If something is a website first, what do I need an app for it for? There's a website. You know what I mean? Kids? Is this relatable to you young people? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm stingy. You think you're worth an app on this phone? Get the fuck out of here. Man, we are just flying through this mini-sode. Feeling great. I had a yerba mate this morning. I pissed probably 12 times today. Just in my shift. It was alarming. Clear as a bell. Every single time, though. Your boy sips that water. That water. I'm sipping that clear, baby. What you got in that jar? Clear? Ooh. It's a hydrating, man. Still feeling a lot of that caffeine energy. It's coursing through me. Gotta love that. See, I try to avoid sipping. I don't like to be pissing all the time. But I be pissing a lot. When you gotta. I don't know. Needed the boost today. It's working out swell. And actually, to stay on the app subject again, I keep leaving subjects and then remembering a thing too late. What is that? Early onset Alzheimer's? Probably. We'll see. I think I'll be okay. There's a weird phenomenon. I don't know if I've mentioned this on here before, but when I went to download this bullshit Axis app, and whenever I get any app, in the event that I do at some point download an app, I've noticed that every single time, no matter what the app is, 2 downloads will start. The app in question that I intended to download will download, which is great. Way to work as expected. Telephone. But at the same time, a download will be initiated for the Walmart app. What is that? I maybe at one point downloaded it, accidentally tapped it, and stopped it. I don't know, but regardless, I'm not initiating this thing ever at any time. It doesn't try to happen whenever I connect to the internet or anything like that. Only when I download an app. The Walmart app also tries to be downloaded. I didn't buy this phone from Walmart. Maybe I thought, maybe somehow that could be a play where they're like, we're going to have this app on every phone we sell somehow, no matter what. No. Got it direct from the Fruit Boys. So what the fuck? Walmart? You don't have enough? You're just trying to hack your way into every phone in America? I know Walmart exists. I don't want it. I'm not interested. So, I know you're listening, big Walmart. Take that shit away. Whatever that is. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, help me. Think I got the Walmart app. Get the fuck out of here. Might as well download the McDonald's app, too. You just calling me a fat little piggy? Call me poor? Fuck you. All right. So that was fun. I was going to do a little headline surfing. Not a lot of things jump out right off the bat this week, which is kind of sad. I know how much we all enjoy getting to read through dumb fuck articles. Here's a headline that I found to just be very funny. I'm going to click this and we'll kind of read through it, see if anything interesting goes on. But here's the headline. This is from NPR, a trusted source. Hanukkah is a busy week for Wyoming's only rabbi. What? They got one? Now, I know Wyoming has like 500,000 people, but you're telling me they got only enough Jews for a rabbi? What is there, 400 Jews in all of Wyoming? They got one? There's one? You know how much land there is in Wyoming? It's a very, very large state in area. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, so a lot of this is actually very interesting. So I'm just going to kind of read this through right at the beginning. Tonight is the last night of Hanukkah, and it's been a busy week for Chabad Rabbi Zalman Mendelzain. That's a guess. Could be way off on that one. Sorry to my Hebrews and Shebrews out there. The only ordained rabbi in the entire state of Wyoming. By the fifth night of Hanukkah, this man had driven 1,000 miles across the state from Jackson to Cheyenne and back again, plus a quick stop in Denver to pick up kosher catering. Now, this is only somewhat relevant to me because I have been to Wyoming now twice and Denver also twice, I guess. But anyway, in doing so, became somewhat familiar of where things are within the state of Wyoming. Not that I have been to most of it. But we kind of look to where all the major spots were, just to kind of see what we could cover. So anyway, Cheyenne, about 90 minutes from Denver. It's in like the southeast corner of Wyoming, which is a big rectangle. Jackson all the way across the state on the other side. So that's tough. And the next paragraph just kind of explains how it's very tough for him because trying to travel across Wyoming in the middle of winter, a lot of roads just shut down. Where the first time I went there, we were there in like early March, which is definitely still winter there. So there were a lot of roads that were just completely snowed in and abandoned, and there's signs everywhere like, oh, flashing lights means this will happen. So, be ready for the road to just be shut down. Things like that, so he has to deal with that, I'm sure. He's based in Jackson, but travels quarterly to Casper, Laramie, and Cheyenne, about 300 to 430 miles. That is a lot. I don't know if I went to all three. Or I at least passed through, I think, all of those. I want to say we went through Casper because we stayed in Buffalo and we had to pass it on the way down to Denver. But then I think we might have just went... I don't know if we passed through Laramie as well, but it seems like we easily could have. Not sure. But either way, a lot of fucking ground to cover. I mean, that's hours each way. Then you got to go there and fucking, do all the Jew stuff. That's the whole purpose. Now, it does say there's one more in training, but he is the only one in the state currently. And it lists here that the land of Wyoming is larger than the entire United Kingdom. Not just shitty old England. The whole goddamn thing. I mean, shout out to this guy. See, Wyoming's the shit. Everybody, Kanye really put everybody on. Wyoming slaps. The history of Jews in Wyoming dates back to the early pioneers. Yeah, I'm sure it does. That's why there's so many still. But that's a fun story. That's about the end of it. Not a whole lot of details there. Good stuff. See, really, all the rest of these, not a lot of fun. Your boy Jussie Smollett finally getting tried. Fuck that guy. What a fucking asshole. Just making everything worse. There's plenty of people getting attacked for real, buddy. You don't gotta go pull some stunts. You know why famous actors don't get attacked? Because people will get caught quick. You know? You can say it doesn't matter all you want, but if you're famous and or rich, odds are that high profile crime just might get tracked down. Who would have thought? There might be a way more detailed investigation into your headlining story. Like, what do you think? They're going to put the resources forward, buddy. I don't know. Either way. I've never tried to run a scheme like that, so I can't say that I would have done better. But seems like maybe he could have, tried a little harder. I don't really know. I don't have a lot of hot comedic takes on the Jussie Smollett case. Is that how you say this guy's name? I don't care. Oh my God. There was a plane crash. I'm not even going to read about that. That's just going to get sad. That's bad. Okay. I know how often, just like I do, you all look to the news for uplifting, motivational, positive stories and information that will boost your knowledge and, just better your day and make you less fearful of everything around you. That's what it does. Always has and always will. Nothing better than the good old news. Am I right, folks? Jesus. Boy, I don't know if you'd believe me if I told you, but I'm going to tell you, so you better believe me. I just had to take a pee break. See what I mean? It just goes right through me. Is that maybe a problem? I don't know. I feel like I'm breaking the seal just whenever I drink anything. And, first pee just lets the floodgates open. Why am I not retaining my water as much as I'd like? But you know what I mean? 27, 28 minutes. I can't just sit still for 28 minutes. Not that I'm pissing every 28 minutes. Although I probably was about this morning. Well, that's not good. You just heard me break down what's happening to me live on air and not being thrilled with that news. There you go again. News, just not good. News is bad. That's my new bumper sticker. Oh, boy. Well, I think that's a good place to wrap up as I contemplate probably needing a finger up my ass. God bless doctors or whatever. I probably won't do it. Let's just be honest with each other here. Thanks for tuning in again. As always, your first time. Thank you as well. I was going to say your last time. It won't be your last time. You're going to tune back in, goddammit. And thanks for doing it. Rate, review, subscribe. On, if you got more than one app, just do it on all of them. Throw me a bone here. Let's get these numbies back up. And, let's rake in the new year. Not that I won't have 3 more episodes this year. But still. Let's get fired up for all the greatness that is to come. Ideally, I'll be doing, full hour next week. You know the drill. And if you don't, now you do. I'm going to go watch fucking Succession so I can be caught up and not have to have this mental anguish trying to figure out what's going on. Now we're hitting the town, baby. It's going to be great. Thanks again. Before I go, I just want to remind you, in case you forgot, but I don't want you to forget. Never forget. I are fat. You are fat. Just pointed at you. You didn't even see it, but I did it. We are fat. Calculator.